Hi, I'm Scott Cornwall and I'd like to introduce you to a range of salon-inspired hair products. This is Decolour Stripper. Now it's important to remember that there are two types of hair colour correction method. There's removing and there's stripping. Today we're talking about Decolour Stripper, and the whole idea is you remove both the natural and the artificial pigment to give a base to recolour. So with Decolour Stripper, unlike traditional lighteners, it uses a depigmenting powder which contains no ammonia. So when you start, you work with clarified hair and you work with it from reasonably damp. Always start on the mid-lengths and ends, because these are the areas that tend to have the most built-up colour. Working on the roots last, because with any kind of lightener, the roots will lift first. So take a section of hair and working from the mid-lengths and ends, work the creme onto the hair and just work that into the ends. Now you'll notice that if it was a bleach, it would have a strong gas, but because there's no strong bleach in it and there's no ammonia in it, it's really gentle to the hair and it's really comfortable to use. So you apply into the mid-lengths and ends, and then you take a comb, and then you just comb it along like that. And then you move along to the next section. Because you're working on the hair when it's been clarified, the product goes on easily. But if you only want to lighten partial sections, work with the hair when it's dry. So you may want to do partial sections if you're doing a fashion colour flash through the front. So when you're doing this yourself, you can apply the Decolour Stripper, work it through the hair, and with regards to development, check the timing yourself by looking at how the colour's going. Now remember, if there's built-up colour on the ends, it's going to take that bit longer to remove both the natural and the artificial colour. So we're going to leave this for about 35 to 45 minutes. In about 20 minutes, I'll go back to the roots, and they should remove very quickly. We've now rinsed the Decolour Stripper from the hair, and as you can see, the hair is lifted quite significantly. Now it's important to remember with Decolour Stripper that it's not a destination product, it's designed to get you somewhere, and you need to remember that you've got to recolour immediately afterwards. Now if Charlotte was wanting to go very, very blonde, I would actually apply a subsequent Decolour Stripper treatment to start taking it up to that next level. Because we want to go to a mid-shade, we're now going to proceed directly to the colouring. So we've recoloured the hair, and this is the result. As you can see, it's a totally different shade. Now, if I'd have used a traditional bleaching product to lighten the hair prior to recolouring, the ends would have been porous and the hair might have lost its elasticity. But using Decolour Stripper, because it's been gentle, it's created a really good canvas for recolouring. So to recap, all you need to do to apply Decolour Stripper is intermix parts 1 and parts 2, apply to the hair, develop based on your depth or your tone, rinse, apply the conclude balm, and then colour it your desired shade. And it's as simple as that. I'm Scott Cornwall, and I'll see you the next time.